There's order, and then there's chaos. You got both forces. Both forces are what's being used in the Hegelian dialectic to provide pressure from above and below. You need the combination of order and chaos. These two forces got to be switched around, integrated upon, made interchangeable. And this is how you manipulate people and how you manipulate entire societies, civilizations, to be impervious to the manipulations that take place in societies using the order and chaos and using the Hegelian dialectic. What makes you impervious to this is understanding that there really, in and of itself, is no real true chaos. Everything has an order. The only presentation of the manifestation of chaos is just in the lack of understanding of a particular order. So the expression of that lack of knowledge tends to be chaotic. You got riots and fights breaking out because people don't understand each other. One person doesn't understand what the other person's trigger point is, and they don't understand how far they'll take it in the confrontation. And this person doesn't understand who he has with him, and this person doesn't understand which block he's from. The chaos is coming out of the absence of knowledge regarding a particular order. Even when people get in secret orders, the chaos is either a ritual to change them and elevate them between degrees, or is them falling out of orbit and falling out of that society because order and chaos is mixed up. They're dealing with a lot of chaos when they're in secret orders. It's not just called secret societies. Those secret societies are also called secret orders. Anything that is a secret society is also a secret order. And even things that are not secret societies are still orders. But the idea of orders just puts a bad taste in a lot of our mouths sometimes when we see the abuse of authority and the kind of shade that has been put on a word like order and orders. One can understand why generations that come and go would buck up against the system and buck up against authority. Because certain examples of abuse will usually be the torch that sparks off the whole bale of hay. And you got people making pacts with energies that they really should be understanding rather than pledging their entire souls to. You just understanding them and learning what is the message behind these entities and their explanations and their powers and their authorities. What's the message behind what these things are? That's what will get you out of being trapped in some agreement. But if you pledge to them and you sign yourself over to them, then you get what comes with that. And a lot of those agreements have everything to do with the dark side. And usually it's not good things that come with that. Usually what comes with that is the torment and the destruction of the individual in a lot of cases. It'll just throw them completely off, throw them out of whack, or it'll let them succeed for a long time and then all of a sudden just snatch the ground up from under them. Versus people even get weary of the angel talk because you're dealing with like intercession at that time and not necessarily direct contact. So people gonna get tired of an intermediary on both sides. You'll either have the punishment of not having enough access to get to the higher levels of heaven or higher levels of God, or you'll be caught up in an agreement where you can have earthly power, but for the price of those riches and that comfort, at a time that you don't suspect, everything will be snatched up from under you. And then you'll be put in the worst position that you were in before you made the agreement. The last state of that man will be worse than the first state. That's what Jesus says, right? When an unclean spirit leaves a person, it goes out into deserted places looking for a place, and when it finds none, it says, oh, I'm gonna go back to my original abode. Comes back, find the person swept and empty, clean but empty, vacant. So they go back and get more, 7 other spirits more evil than itself. Then the last state of that man is worse than the first. When order and chaos is confused, your state continues to get worse. Not just your mental state, but on bigger levels, your residential state, your state of residence, not just your state of mind, but your state of residence. The state of your nation can fall if order and chaos aren't understood. And the true understanding of it in a nutshell is no matter what situation you go in, you got to understand that there is only order. Chaos only spawns from not understanding particular orders. So again, this is Super T Sigma of Sigma Programming. Reaching is teaching. I thank you for your time and attention. I thank you for sticking in there with me, hanging in there with the messages, no matter how far outreaching they go. I thank you for hanging in there with the messages as well as the music. All right. So in the meantime, just continue to vibrate high and stay balanced. Peace.